Hello, hello. Welcome to Top Shelf Backpacking. Today we're going everything I wore during my 100-mile section hike of the Pacific Crest Trail in Washington. Starting off with an honorable mention, my Frog Togs rain jacket and my Enlightened Equipment Visp rain pants, or wind pants. Reason these are an honorable mention, I did not wear them at all. I didn't get any rain. I did outrun a thunderstorm, but I was quicker than it, so I didn't get wet. But I forgot these. Not sure how I did that. These I always bring because you never know when rain may come, and honestly I wanted them for kind of an extra layer of warmth, specifically in the morning when I'm getting camp ready, so I can get everything packed up. These I would normally keep in the outside of my bag, so they're readily accessible. So these stay behind. There was one morning I stayed in bed longer than I should have because it was so cold, so I regretted not having them then. Thankfully I didn't get bit by getting rained on, so I was okay, but honorable mention goes to my Frog Togs and Enlightened Equipment rain setup. Starting with what I did wear on trail with my feet, I had my Ultra Lone Peak. I want to say these are the 8s. These are an 8.5 wide. The Lone Peaks were the only good trail runners I could get my hands on that came in a wide, just because my feet are so darn wide. And I wanted to try and be more comfortable on trail. Did get some blisters, which I wasn't used to, but my feet weren't as conditioned as I would have hoped. And I was kind of changing my gait, focusing on trying to prevent turf toe, which I accomplished. So glad to have these. The tread was nice. I didn't feel like I needed more stack height like I usually have in my temps, so I was overall fairly happy with those. As far as socks go, the pair I normally wore were some Injinji toe. These are the run like long distance ones, so they're a little thicker. First time I've worn a thicker sock on trail, I did like it. I had so much room in these, it was almost necessary, and I felt like the blisters didn't happen until I switched these out for some Injinjis you'll see down the way here. Above those, I did have some Ultra Gaiters. The way I walk, I tend to kind of kick stuff up into my shoes really easily, especially when it's so dusty and like when there's pine needles and stuff. So for me, these are a must for any long distance trail. Love how easy they are to get attached to the shoes. They just have a little Velcro in the back and a hook on the front. Very happy with the Ultra Gaiters. On my left leg, I wore, this is a copper fit, just kind of any generic calf sleeve. Honestly, I should start trying to hike without it, like maybe keep it in my bag. Felt like it just helped with calf cramps and kind of pain in my left leg I would often get over long distance hikes, so it's kind of been with me for a long, long time. Should try swapping out because maybe I've improved and I don't need it. Underneath my shorts were my Ex Officio Give and Go boxer briefs. I like these because it helps prevent chafing in between my thighs. As a bigger dude, that is a concern. I would still use Vaseline and stuff as needed to make sure the chafing stayed at bay, because that could end a trip. If you've ever had it, you know how painful it is, especially when it's dirty, sweaty, and gritty. So glad to have the Ex Officios there. And then I wore some 5-inch inseam. These are Under Armour, I want to say they're Swift running shorts with the liners cut out. I like these because they have pockets and then a little like cell phone pocket inside. They are toast. I did wear holes in them finally. These have been on many, many training hikes, day hikes, so I've ordered some more to replace these. Overall happy with how lightweight they are, how quickly they dry when they do get wet during like water crossings or swimming. So I've always liked the Under Armour running shorts with the liner removed. On top, most of the time while I was hiking, I was rocking a Mountain Hardwear Crater Lake Sun hoodie. I really like this sun hoodie. This is the second one I've purchased in a different color. It does have thumb holes, which I hardly ever use. I did use sunscreen all the time, even on the tops of my hands. But I like how lightweight it is. It's smooth, there's no texture to it, so I didn't get any like rubbing anywhere, which I really liked. I feel like it handled the sweat well, the stink. They do tend to dry fairly quickly if you're wearing them. So that was a really nice combo for me to make sure everything stayed as dry and I stayed sunburn free, which is fantastic. Underneath the sun hoodie, I wear a CRKT little neck knife. Helps me sleep better at night, knowing if anything makes its way into my tent, two-legged or four-legged, I could at least be really annoying as it kills me. Also helpful for opening packages, using it for repairs. Only weighs, I want to say, 1.7 ounces with the sheath, so kind of a little bit of peace of mind there on trail. One more thing let me grab. On top of me, just to keep the gray theme I had going, we had the Under Armour hat. You know, when you have this little hair, you got to be mindful of the sun. Also keeps the sun out of my eyes, so I never bring sunglasses. Don't really use them day to day. And although you are out in exposed areas, the brim definitely kept the sun off of my face. For an insulating layer, I brought my Enlightened Equipment Apex Torrid jacket. I wore this a couple nights as I slept. Woke up around 3 o'clock a couple of times. I think twice I ended up putting it on. Also nice to have in the mornings when things are, you know, in the 30s and I guess 40s, just to keep you warm as you're getting moving. So that was the insulating layer I had. As far as sleep clothes or alternative hiking clothes, had another pair of the Ex Officio Give and Go boxer briefs. I had some darn tough wool socks to sleep in. I don't hike in these because I tend to get blisters on my toes when I'm hiking, but these are lightweight and warm enough to wear at night, and they were nice to use with my camp shoes, which were these Mayfly. You might have seen these on Justin's Outdoors. They actually work surprisingly well. I mean, I wasn't doing a ton of walking around, mainly like going to dig a cat hole or go hang my bear bag kind of thing, walking down to the water to rinse off kind of deal. But for as lightweight as these are, I mean, they don't look like much and they don't weigh much. I was happy, and they worked well in the mornings with my little socks here as pseudo camp shoes. To sleep, I wore, and one day to hike in, this is an Outdoor Vitals. I don't recall the name of it, but it is their sun hoodie. This does have kind of a grid texture to it, and I do feel like potentially on the last day, on the hip belt, it rubbed me a little bit raw. It's the only thing I changed, and the only day any kind of chafing happened on my low back there. Could have just been bag changing size, me changing size, who knows, but it does have that little bit of texture. It is lightweight. I don't like how it feels as much as the Mountain Hardwear, so I don't know that I would wear it day to day, but I love how lightweight it is. Makes for a great sleep shirt, and gave me something to hike in if I wanted to try and wash the Mountain Hardwear. Final piece here was the Injinji toe socks. These are the standard run ones. They have like next to no padding to them. They're super duper thin, which is what I needed with the Temps that I used to wear that were not wides. However, I switched to these on day 3 so I could wash the others, and I feel like that's when the blister showed up because I had a little bit more room to move. So I was debating, oh, should I go, you know, buy another pair of these? I'd have to go buy an Outfitter, which is out of the way. Said, nope, I've got other toe socks, and I think my feet honestly paid the price for it. So not the smartest thing to kind of change up gear as close to the hike as I did, but I survived. Blisters heal. I'm walking better weeks in now, so we're okay. So tell me, what do you usually wear out there when you're hiking for longer distances? Tell me your thoughts on my setup, if there's things you think I should switch out or try differently. Look forward to reading your comments. For more information on all the items you see on this channel, visit topshelfbackpacking.com. And until I see you again, cheers.